Hello, my name is Carrie Coonan, and it is a pleasure to introduce myself as the principal of Raynor Country Day School. I've been a member of the Raynor family for more than 25 years, and I've had the distinct pleasure of having my own three children experience all that Raynor Country Day School has to offer. We get to welcome you to the 2022-2023 school year with this open house presentation. The following video package will share highlights of your child's classroom experience here at Raynor. We also hope it will introduce you as a parent to the routines and responsibilities that your child experiences every day. Here at Raynor Country Day School, we believe in providing your child with academics for their mind, athletics for their body, and arts for their soul, with an overwhelming priority to help develop their inner character and allow them to go out into the community and learn to be a servant leader. I know that you are certain to enjoy the presentations provided by our very talented Raynor Country Day School staff members. And also, I know that you will call on me if I can be assistance to you or your family in any way as we move through this new school year together. Enjoy this digital presentation.
Welcome to third grade's digital open house. I'm Jennifer Marciana, and I am thrilled to work with you this year and your child in third grade. So we are off and running in third grade this year. The last few weeks have been full of assessments and getting to know each other and sharing our All About Me projects and learning a little bit of the curriculum and things that we will be learning here in third grade. So far it's off to a great start. I want to share with you the packet of information that's been shared and sent home for you, just to go through a couple of things so you can learn a little bit more about third grade. So first of all, I know that you have gotten our daily schedule. So this will tell you when we need to wear sneakers for gym or bring our instruments for band. The children will also need to bring instruments for their lesson days, which are either on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday morning. There's also a class list in there. And then a typical day, we come in, we have a do now, right after do now, we have snack. Then we have our first learning period, which normally is our mentor sentence period. Then we have a special each day at that point. Then we have another period before we have lunch and recess. After that, we normally will have some math. After math, we'll go into science or social studies. We'll have another special area period that time. And then we come back to the room for reading, pack up, and another snack. A little bit about our third grade curriculum. In English language arts and writing, we are learning how to write paragraphs. So we start with basic 5-sentence paragraphs, learned how to add details to them, make sure our writing is complete with complete sentences. We expand those 5-sentence paragraphs into 8-sentence more elaborate paragraphs. And then by the end of the year, we will be working and writing 3 to 5 paragraph stories, which is always very exciting. We will be writing and brainstorming them following the writing process, but also publishing on our Chromebooks and typing them out. And the kids are always so excited to publish their first printed piece from the Chromebook. So that's always exciting. In reading, my goal in reading this year is to get them out of their comfort zone. We like to explore a lot of different genres in reading. So as we go through and work on different skills, I'll open their eyes to some more genres. Maybe they're a kid who's always stuck in realistic fiction or graphic novels. I try to push them to different genres, such as maybe historical fiction or mysteries, things that they wouldn't normally do. And to help inspire that, I do first chapter Fridays. So on Fridays, we'll read a first chapter of a book and see who has interest and wants to read that more. We also do a lot of how to pick a good just right book, which we've just recently done. How do you know a book is just right for you? It's kind of almost like when you're shopping for clothes or shopping for good fitting shoes. If you don't have the best fit, then your clothes are going to be too baggy, or your clothes are going to be too small, or your shoes are going to fall off if you're running in a marathon. So if you don't have that right fit shoe, same thing goes with a book. You might be reading a book that's way too easy and you need to push yourself into finding something that's just right. Or you might be reading a book that's too challenging and kind of pull yourself back and say, hey, I'm not ready for that yet. I need to do something else first. So getting them used to different genres and finding books that are just right for them, instead of me telling them, go to this book bin or go to that book bin. The onus is going to be now on themselves to do that. Spelling and word work, we do similar to what they did last year. We'll talk about a rule, and then we will brainstorm words that go with that rule. Children get to pick 10 words off the list of their own, and then 3 challenge words. And then the lists are individualized for them. They're in charge of picking those words, of course, with my approval. And then they'll have their tests on Fridays. We also intersperse spelling with vocabulary. So it might be a spelling week, and then the following week might be a vocabulary book week, vocabulary words that we do out of our vocabulary book. For the beginning of spelling, we started off with some fun Raynor words, and then we're moving into sight words. So basic second and third grade sight words, words that they should know. And if they're words that they aren't able to spell, those are the words they're going to start with, choosing from for their spelling list for the first few months. We also will work on cursive writing this year. Math is extremely important in third grade in terms of fact fluency. So you've probably already seen this come home. This is our monthly facts practice bingo board. There are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division flashcards. Those don't need to come back to school. This is the sheet that should come back, but the children can practice whatever they feel like they want to practice that night. Maybe it's their addition facts. Maybe it's their multiplication facts. Maybe they kind of want to start looking at division, even though we haven't fully gotten into division yet. That's perfectly fine. Whatever they choose to work on, feel free to let them work on that skill. We do a big emphasis on multiplication and division at the beginning of the school year. One great tool for them to use are these little things called wrap-ups. They have every single fact, and then you just wrap them up. So they're actually on my wish list if you'd like to take a look at them and get them for your children. But they're a lot of fun and a great way to practice. They have packs that come with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and fractions, or just individually sold. But those are a lot of fun to do. In math, to help practice our facts, we do Fact Friday or Fun Fridays in math. So we'll do some fact games, or we'll work on our Chromebooks on some fun math games there. We also work with happy numbers to help reinforce some of the things that we've learned in school, or to get some extra help in some other things that we need help with. We also go into, after multiplication and division, we go into place value and measurement. We talk about time, extended elapsed time. We talk about rounding. We talk about the metric system, measurement in those respects. And then we get into fractions. Fractions are a lot of fun. We'll probably be in them toward the spring sometime, but we talk about the bigger the number, the smaller the piece, and a lot of fun hands-on things with fractions. We talk about multi-step word problem solving. We talk about keywords in solving your word problems. And again, come back to focusing on fluency with that. In science, we do mystery science, which I know they did last year, and we had some fun with that. Some of the units we can talk about: animals through time, the circle of life, the power of flowers, stormy skies, invincible forces. We also do something called the Oreo Project, where we sit and stack Oreos and we learn about the scientific method. We ask ourselves a question, we do observations, we make hypotheses, and something kids always look forward to coming into third grade. Continuing with that, we have some STEM bins, we do some STEM projects, and the science fair. The science fair will be in March of 2023, and it is a requirement for third graders to work individually. So that's something that might be new for them this year. Social studies, we talk about the U.S. Constitution. We started with what's the preamble. We learned about the preamble of the Constitution. From this, we created our own third grade Constitution of our rules for third grade. We talk about the government. We do holidays around the world. We focus on communities. We talk about where we are on the map. And we also do scholastic news with current events. We use our Chromebooks an awful lot this year, so we're excited about those. Um, anyway, let's see. There are different things here in the packet. I did talk about the science fair. Also, third grade starts the New York State assessment tests. We have one in ELA scheduled for April of 2023, and then one for math scheduled for May of 2023. I don't like to teach for the test, so to speak. But we do that from day one. I teach them how to read questions, how to respond to a question, how to work carefully, how to find your proof. So every single day we're doing something to help them take a test and become a lifelong learner and a life skill that they're going to need for their future. We love to celebrate birthdays. You will get a birthday sheet home that looks like this, right a couple of weeks before your child's birthday. Then send it in. And we will find a day that works for everybody to celebrate your child's birthday. And thank you for signing up for the Remind app. That is a great way to see pictures of things going on in the classroom. That also, if you have a question for me, shoot me a message. It's a private message that goes right to me. If I need to reach you, I can do that the same. So be sure to check that daily. And I think that's it for us in third grade. So if you have any questions, remind at me, email me, call the school. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I look forward to working with you this year. So far, we have been off and running and having a lot of fun here in third grade. So hope all is well. And I look forward to spending the year with you. Bye-bye.